Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my 50 Shades of Purple project pan. Yay! So I have 4 empties. Don't get super excited, they're all like little minis. But hey, that's still 4 things done. I definitely put some minis in here just so that hopefully I would have some empties in the first couple of months, and then by the time I knock most of them out, I'll have some of my more full-size stuff will start emptying up. That was the thought process anyway. So what I have is the Tarte Sugar Rush Don't Hate Hydrate. It was like right here, and this barely had anything in it, so I don't even think that mark was correct. So like I got 4 days use out of this, and there's nothing in it now. So it was nice though. Next is the Pureology Multitasking Leave-In Spray. It was most of the way full. There's probably a little bit left in there, but it's not enough for all of my hair, and it gets really hard to spray out at the end, so I'm considering it done. This I actually ended up really liking once I started using it. It is the Aveda Invonte Advanced Scalp Revitalizer. I would just part my hair and then spray as much as I could on my scalp and kind of massage it around. It had this like really kind of invigorating, tingly sensation. I don't know what it was doing for my scalp or anything like that. So it's also really expensive apparently. So I would probably not repurchase, but I did enjoy using it. It was like right here, so it wasn't much to use up at all. Now I did finish one little makeup empty. It's just this little mini of the Becca First Light Priming Filter. This one was only like up to here. These minis usually don't come. You're lucky to get them like half full, so that is done. And now I will go over the rest of the stuff that I've been using, because I definitely haven't been using everything. So far I haven't been using a lot of stuff in here actually, but I'll show you what I have been using. First, it's the Glow Recipe Plum Hyaluronic Serum. This feels nice on the skin, but I think it's just a hydrating, deep hydration and glow. Duh. So it went from being completely full and unused, and I mark it on the back because I don't want to like look at the mark because this is super cute. But it's gone down to like right here from basically being like completely full up to the top. So we definitely got a ways to go, but I'm not in a hurry to use that up or anything, so it can linger. Next is my Pixi Retinol Oil. Now I can only kind of like, I can't see through it, but I can like look in there and see about where it is. It looks like it's about in the here range, although I don't mark it, I weigh it. It went from 66.7 to 64.8, so right at 2 grams, which I don't use it every night, so I'm not surprised it doesn't move very fast. I feel like I've been using that for like a year now, so. Let's see, what's next? A bunch of my hair shit. So I've been using one of these. There are 2 in here. It's the Alterna Caviar Anti-Aging Replenishing Moisture CC Cream for Hair. I can use all the help I can get on my hair. I went from right here to right here. This will likely be an empty next month. I also have my shampoo and conditioner. I don't have a lot of progress on them just yet because I've just been using other stuff, but it is the Love Beauty and Planet Argan Oil and Lavender Shampoo and Conditioner. I literally think I used these once. But here is the shampoo. Like I said, used it once. I'm grateful that the lavender isn't super overpowering. And I'm going to guess where the conditioner is because it hasn't even really moved from when I had it upside down to use it, but one use, just like the other one. Now, I do alternate what I use. Like some days I use a different shampoo and like a deep conditioner or hair mask because I have this like giant Hikari shampoo that doesn't have a matching conditioner. So when I use my deep conditioners, I use that to slowly knock it out of my collection because I mean it's like one of those big liters, honestly. I'm not even entirely sure how I ended up with it. I honestly want to think that I got it as like a freebie from Sally's for renewing my membership one year, because you used to have to pay for that, so you actually got freebies when you renewed, that sort of thing. So I think that's where I got that Hikari from, but those I haven't used too much yet. I'm not in a hurry to finish them. I'm not really in a hurry to finish anything in here because, you know, I have other projects that end earlier, so some of those are getting more of my focus. Whew. Next is, actually, I think this might be the last one. No, it's the second to last one for my non-makeup products, and it is the Julep Your Cuticles Look Thirsty Fast Absorbing Cuticle Cream. I put a beating on this. This will actually probably be an empty next month, and that is because I'm using it both as on my cuticles and on my hands. Just because I have realized that, A, I don't like the smell of this. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. But using it as a hand cream, as you can see, it went from being full and like never used to being down here. But because I finally got into the habit of using hand creams, I managed to make it go pretty fast. Now, weight-wise, because I did weigh this as well, it went from 19.4 to 13.3, so yeah, that's because I couldn't figure out where it was at first, but like I didn't realize it was gonna suck in so easily, but you know, it's weighed as well. As for my makeup products, a lot of these are in here for the long haul, so we'll see where I get with stuff. The first thing that I've been working on is my Tarte Shape Tape Powder. I've used this, I haven't worn a lot of makeup in the past month, 7 times. And one of those was a reapplication. Now, I didn't mark it because honestly, it's only like right under the mark. So it's still basically about half full. The weight on it changed though. It went from 32.0 to 31.1, so almost a gram. And I think this has a couple of 4 grams in it, so at that rate it's gonna take me 3 more months. I want it to take me 2 more months though, so if I pick up my makeup wearing, it certainly will be gone much quicker. Next is the Trestique All Over Starlighter. And it says here I've used it 3 times. It started to create like a brush mark in it. And I don't know what this looks like when I hit the bottom. Like I don't know what the pan looks like or anything like that. So we'll find out together. It's now all over my hand though. I imagine it's plastic, but like I said, I just have no idea. This thing has a lot of use on it because I had it in a project where I wanted to get to 25 uses and I did. So that definitely has some good usage on it already. Next is my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in Hippo. I've used it twice. If I can find, I don't remember if I took pictures last time or not. So if I can find progress pictures, I will put them in, but if not, we'll just do it from here on out. This already had pan on it, but despite only using it twice, the pan has expanded. I hope you can see that. So it's a little bit crumbly, tiny bit, not horrible yet. That said, these things do move around a little bit, so I'm not surprised that the pan is kind of out a little bit, because I could see where it's starting to like mush out of its actual pan. But I use this with a sponge. Like that's my favorite way to use these things, and I do love them. Just that's how I use them. But because I used it with a sponge, it kind of swirls it around even more. So I'm not surprised that it's kind of moved around a bit. Next is my Urban Decay eyeshadow in Psychedelic Sister. This is another one where I think the pan might have expanded a little bit. I've only used it twice. But here's what she looks like. There's a good shot right there. So I have another dark purple shade, so my kind of goal is to get that used up in another 5 months. We'll see. Hopefully I can do it though. So next is my eyeliner. It is the Urban Decay eyeliner in Shock. I have used it 3 times. Here's my paper progress. I had just enough progress basically to sharpen it today when I used it. Because I did wear my purple makeup today. I didn't for the intro, and I was kind of sad. But, so just enough progress to where I could you know, sharpen it and it actually like show up. Next is my Hikari eyeliner. It's only been used 6 times. It's still going pretty strong. I do have to clean it occasionally though. Oh, I say you're going strong and now you're gonna look like crap. But that is what it looks like. It doesn't have to be perfect. I usually set it with powder anyway when I use it, but you know, she's still going pretty strong, so we're gonna keep using her until she starts to dry out. It still doesn't feel dry, so she can be worked with. Now this little booger, we're not getting along. I'm wearing it today and my eyeshadow is creased, so that's why we're not getting along. And I used a glitter glue with it, so I don't know what its problem is. This is the Ulta Glitter Cream Eyeshadow in Psych. I've used it twice. And its current weight went from 27.4 to 27.2, so 0.2 grams. That's at least a change. But, you know, it is so hard to get product out of here. Like, you could swirl this bitch around and like nothing wants to come out. And it's not that old. I don't think it's dried out. I need to pop the stopper out and make sure it's not dried out because I'm just really aggravated with fighting with it. I have Inglot Duraline because I've just had it forever. You'd never go through it. See, that got me a good gob, but like it's really hard to get like actual product out. And you know, it's really pretty when you can actually get some out. I'm just getting aggravated with fighting with it, and I'm wondering if maybe it's starting to go off, which might be why I'm getting so much bad creasing. So yeah, I need to pop the stopper and at least check on the product and then revive it if need be and put the stopper right back in. Because there's still plenty of product in there. I haven't used it that many times. Next is my Jeffree Star lipstick and Popsicle Dream. I don't remember what these are called exactly. Does it say on here? Hell no, that would be helpful. But this thing right here. And I've seen at least one other person put this in their project because it's a perfect lip color to be putting in something like this. Now I am wearing it today mixed with like a couple of different things to make it a little more wearable. I just didn't feel like doing the full lavender. I've worn it twice. I want to use it 20 times. So we're on our way. And what looks like finally, I have the Wet n Wild blush in a purple haze. This also has a usage goal for 20 times, although I said if I ended up with like a lot of pan after 20 uses, I would keep working on it. Well, so far the pan hasn't really expanded and I've used it 3 times, including today, although I mixed it with a bit of pink today because I just wasn't super feeling a lavender blush, but I wear all of my purple stuff together, so, you know. This needed to go on too. But so we're three uses in. We got 17 more. Next month, there is something else. I don't have it with me because I haven't started on it yet, but there is a little Murad Hydra Dynamo Ultimate Moisturizer that I'm about to start working on. That will probably be done because it's another mini moisturizer and I go through those pretty fast. But I think along with that, at least these two, oh, I forgot to show this, but this as well. The Zany Laney to the Moon and Back spray, body spray. It went from like here to here because I only just started using it, but I go through these pretty fast once I, you know, set in on them. So at least these 3 and that Murad product will be done, and we are going to see from there. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!